Well, welcome to another late night talk on the DigiByte Comm Talk. I'm your host, Script Skynet, and we just talk about anything and everything except porn. And this is BlindDave. How you doing, BlindDave?
Doing good, man. What's up, Script?
Everything's good, brother. So I hit you up like what was it yesterday, and I watched one of your videos, and it just occurred to me you've been on these talks on my channel, but we haven't had like an individual, like who's BlindDave, how'd your crypto journey, come about. So I actually just wanted to start there and introduce yourself to the people of the DigiByte community. And because I know you're a big part of it, and some people might know and others don't know who you are. So yeah, I wanted to get you on here and, let's get this thing done, man. So why don't you just tell the audience who you are, and then where we can find you, and then tell us your crypto journey, and then we can go from there.
All right. Well, I'm BlindDave. I'm a legally blind type 1 diabetic of 38 eye surgeries, 4 implants. I spent 4 years in bed doing research on how to invest and that sort of stuff while being disabled because it's really difficult. You have to be careful in what you invest in and how much you hold and the assets that you hold. So I had to get creative there. It was a long journey, but no, I began a deep dive on YouTube. So in between eye surgeries, listening to people on YouTube, picking different things up, piecing things together, figuring out what works, what doesn't. And I ended up going to a camp for the blind in 2013. I went blind in 2011. And in 2013, I went to a camp where they taught us how to use assistive technology. It's software to use a computer without a mouse or a monitor. So I excelled in that. And then I found crypto in 2014. So, and I just haven't stopped. I got a job in 2015 after I started purchasing crypto in 2014. And 2015, I hustled a job because no one would hire me. And what I did was I didn't need $1 of that to survive. So what I did was I worked that job. It was just a part-time job, but I worked overtime whenever people didn't show up. I did fill their positions, whatnot. But the thing was after so many years in bed, you wake up and you realize that, well, damn, I didn't save near enough money. I didn't invest near enough money, So that was where I was. It's like, okay, well, damn, what am I going to do now? So anyway, I hustled up the job, got it. I ended up working there for 5 years. But what I did instead of working for $1 is I worked for crypto. So every single dollar I earned at that job, I invested in crypto since 2015.
Nice.
So last year I retired at the age of 44. Right now I'm 45. So, but I don't know, dude. It's been a long journey. There are different things I want to do and fix, but I don't know how to do those things just yet. So maybe it's not time, but that would be cool. Something I want to do with in blockchain, with the security and safety of DigiByte, to benefit a few people. So a few other ideas later on after that too, but
okay, so you kind of had like the same mindset.
I mean, so much has gone on. It's just like I don't know where to start, dude. I mean, from trying to figure out how to take profit from crypto to not setting off red flags with Medicare and with Social Security disability. And even that, I almost had to forfeit that from going to work, from taking this job. And that's just like nuts. I mean, it's my insulin is $1,200 a month. So for me to say hello to a retina surgeon or a glaucoma surgeon is like $1,200 just to say hi, or $700 just to say hello. And actually, I'm going to run one of my ideas past my retina surgeon, who's one of the lead, I guess, instructors, professors at Tulane here in New Orleans. Going to run an idea by him of what I'm wanting to do and get his take. And yeah, he's out of my insurance network and all, so I'm just going to say hello. And really, I haven't had an exam like this since the onset of blindness. So this is going to be real cool. It's going to be like a 3D view of the eye. So, if you look at my eyes, you won't see anything. It's the back of the eye, the retina. So with this, they go in through an IV and all the blood vessels, all that stuff. But I don't want to get too gory on anybody here. But no, it was a long, hard road, dude. Very painful. I never knew pain like that, ever. Wow. So I have a different respect in that regards. But dude, just so much has gone on so quickly. Now it's like, I don't know, being retired and everything with crypto, it's like, from where we are today to where this is going to go is just going to surprise everyone. So, but look, hey, if it takes a little bit of time, I'm cool with that. It's really cool when you peel the layers of the onion back and then you're able to see what has been built. And I don't know, I guess out of position a portfolio. Because that's the deal. I'm sorry, dude. I'm bouncing all over the place. So
I'm following.
Sorry about that. But it's like the big disconnect from metals in the crypto. I did a video. I took a little profit in a metal, and I had to show that to these other people. It's like, look, when I got into Bitcoin at like $200, gold was what, 1,300 an ounce. So 1,300 divided by 200. I mean, that's what, 6.2, just say. So I don't know. So just say 6 Bitcoin for that same ounce of gold at $1,300, right? And that's back in what, 2014? Yeah. So, I mean, to say that different things of like how I just don't understand the disconnect there. I mean, I took some profit back into metals, but when you look at the end result, to say that crypto is in a bear market, you're crazy. I mean, really. I mean, that's just a 1 ounce. The same 1 ounce is still worth 1 ounce. However, that same $1,300 that I dropped in Bitcoin, what's Bitcoin worth today? 33,000. I mean, it touched 65. Multiply that by 6. What you got? Take a little profit, a little froth off the top. So that's what I did this go around, because now I'm structured to do that. See, in 2017, I didn't have that option. I mean, my portfolio just went batshit crazy, and I didn't know what in the shit to do. It wasn't like I could just grab my mother, or at that time, my father was still alive. It wasn't like I could just say, okay, well, let me borrow your routing and account numbers, and oh, by the way, be expecting a deposit. I couldn't do that. Otherwise, I would have forfeited all those benefits. So, and it really, I don't know, dude. I've been through a lot. I mean, I even considered moving to Mexico for the cost of insulin because
Yeah.
I own rental property. I could rent this side out as well as next door, and then I could just move and go rent there. And I know a lot. It's like a big destination place. What is it? Right, the next town over from Guadalajara. So it's Lake Chapala, and Guadalajara is the major medical. So anything with major medical, I'd be right there. So that was an option on the table. But no, dude, it's just been a wild ride.
Yeah, I remember seeing one of your posts about you think you're gonna wait. You're like, I think I'll wait, but your post was about this many Litecoin for this much DigiByte, but they weren't wanting to pay you that much DigiByte for what the Litecoin.
Right, I have 501 Litecoin. I forget what the amount was, and then they wanted to give me like 1.3 million Digibyte, and it's like, no, it should be 1.4 something. The fees on there were just crazy. So my intention was to go ahead and through with like $100,000 transaction in the Digibyte just to show, okay, look, on this block, blah blah blah, this was done, that was me, but that didn't end up happening. So
On DigiByte, well, I guess you're going to have the value on DigiByte to go to another DigiByte wallet. That way, you can show the fees are minuscule. But you're going through Atomic Wallet, which they also ask for a fee just to use their services. But at the same
yeah,
time,
but
it looked
even
like
still, at that
they were
time, the
getting.
numbers, it didn't look right, and I didn't sit there with a calculator and go through everything. So when in doubt, throw it out. Just
Yeah, you
when you
didn't
can't
need
make a
to because
decision, don't. Just
500
stop.
Litecoin for a million DigiByte didn't sound reasonable at all. I mean,
No, it was over $100,000, but I don't know what
yeah.
I don't recall how many. I knew it was 1.3 million, but it's just I don't know. Once you reach a goal, then you want another goal. So,
Yeah.
and then once you reach those goals, then you scratch your head and you're like, okay, well, what can I actually do with it now? So I don't know. I I formed a trust, disability trust. So I donated all my assets to the trust, um, rental property, crypto, everything. And well, really, that's why I want Gemini to list DigiByte is because I have my trust EIN number linked with Gemini. So as an institutional account. So then it would be much easier for me instead of having to transfer this taxable event, this taxable event. It's like, man, I just, and then with the trust, I mean, the profit that I took out, okay, y'all have probably seen a video or two where I elevated the property. It's a duplex, pretty big. It's elevated at 5 feet. Now, I took out a grant. I was awarded a grant of $92,000. On top of that, I withdrew out of the market 115,000. So right now I'm at $207,000 into this project of the elevation and renovation of my house. And then I'm getting a guide dog so then I can travel to different cryptocurrency events in retirement.
Nice. So how's that property? Is it finished?
Hell no. Hell no. Everything is 2 weeks, dude. Everything is 2 weeks.
So
And
it's
then it's
elevated.
bad. It's I sprained my ankle. I had a bad rolled ankle sprain, and it swelled up to the size of a cabbage palm. It was pretty bad, and I've still just had to get out there and and get back into doing stuff. And then come to find out it was actually a fracture in one of the bones. I don't know which one. Wait,
One of those.
cuneiform navicular talus calcaneus. But anyway,
One of those bones.
but no, it's everyday work from dark to dark. The last 2 or 3 days, I just took the last 2 or 3 days off. I just it's been nothing but rain here, and I've got a lake, a swamp in the backyard. So waiting for sand, dirt, sod. I'm doing a 10-foot by 10-foot concrete slab in the backyard with a 3-foot paver walkway going completely around the shed and around the hot tub. Got the neon lights and everything, changes colors and all. It's really cool. And Joker's got 95 jet. I'm sorry, no. I bought the 75 jet. So 75 jets, which is going to work really great for circulation and just to relax, actually.
Nice.
So the muscles, being a diabetic, everything takes twice as long to heal anyway.
Yeah.
Same thing with my muscles. Like, playing sports when I was a kid in high school, for me, it wasn't working out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It was, Monday, Friday, because I had to allow time for the muscles to heal because I was a diabetic.
So, yeah, you're doing a lot for a blind man, legally blind man. So, yeah, you're accomplishing a
adapt
lot.
and overcome.
Um, so what was the? I know you're on the video that you're doing. You're making sense to me, but then you said, well, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. But you were like trying to link all the decentralized, you know, cryptos, and then on the outside of this ring that you're drawing, and then you were putting in the middle, like like banks, and then you're like, well, here's what I see what's going on. Then you were putting like centralized, like Coinbase in between the banks and the crypto. And then you were saying something about once the banks get into crypto or accept Bitcoin or do their own digital currency. Basically, they don't know what they're getting into. Basically, that's our in for everything to be connected.
No, not 100% that way. It's a little different than that.
Yeah.
I think that they know what they're doing. However, the end result that's going to come about because of it, I think, is going to cause a mad dash due to inflation. And then it's a humongous on ramp. It's basically like JP Morgan coin, as an example, going through that directly into your checking account, whether you take profit or go into the market, because I feel that they're pissed off and wanting their cut above Coinbase, above Gemini and Binance and that sort of stuff. But at the same time, I don't think that they will be able to control the demand in that aspect. So basically, they may try to pull some other kind of BS out of the hat at that time of like another August 15th, 1971, where President Nixon comes out and temporarily suspends the convertibility of other currencies into gold. Well, yeah, they could do stuff like that, but that's still not going to stop it. So, that's just going to catapult it.
I
But
think they want to. I do agree with they want to take their piece of it because they're losing a little bit of esteem of their wealth, right? Like people are getting savvy.
well,
They're
they're pissed off. They
going.
laughed at all of us.
They're going into
They
crypto,
laughed at all of us.
but we can generate way better APY than leaving it in the banks. And I've even had conversation with my bank, like, hey, no, I want to have a connection with Coinbase. Let it happen. This was years ago. And they didn't. They're like trying to protect my interest. Like well, we don't really trust your decision. It's like,
Right,
you
but
might
I
need to
can take
think
it and go
somewhere
blow it
else.
on hookers and blow. Right. I could take my credit card right now and go to the strip club and go get hookers and blow.
Yeah,
Right.
hookers and blow.
So
Yeah.
no, I just
You know what happens? That's what really helps is
that's
when
like
someone tells you
I
no.
have I have one of these dudes at the bank approach me and have you considered investing? Well, actually, yeah, I have.
Yeah,
And this dude was actually going to try to sell me a bond. What?
a bomb.
After a 35-year bull market, have you seen interest rates, dude? Where do you think this is going? You know what? I think we found a solution after 2008. Look at
Yeah,
the Satoshi Genesis block. The thing that what I see in DigiByte is the Genesis block at DigiByte. Everyone at Target and Equifax and all this other stuff, all of this could have been prevented. And and that's what I was kind of, I guess, trying about to touch on in your last video, where I guess looking at price. I mean, just for shits and giggles, okay. So just looking at price, and it's like, how do you put a price on the safety and security that is unparalleled? How do you do that? So really, I don't think we have a clue what the value of DigiByte is going to do in this, but it's forward thinking. So they've already worked through so many other issues that others haven't come across yet. So long as UTXO for a reason. Those issues were solved, and they've yet to be found by these others. So
yeah. I have my
I
theory
don't
on.
know, dude.
I have my theory on why uh, companies and corporations, big wigs, haven't really latched on to DigiByte is because they're treating it just like every other security protocol that's crap. Like, oh, security. Oh yeah. We heard about security. Isn't so and so over here doing security? Like, yeah, but so and so over
Well,
here is
also imagine the corporate. Also imagine the corporate world. Everyone is sending you emails of spam, and I got something to sell you, and this and that and the other thing. And until it really catches on, that it's I don't know. These people, they just weren't interested. They didn't want to be bothered. They just wanted to sip their coffee and flip through the Barron's magazine for that weekend. So whatever.
yeah, our time's valuable. And I think somewhat of a benefit of our time being valuable, like basic attention token or Brave,
Well, just wait till they go in need of it.
in need of it.
Wait till
Yeah.
they go in need of it.
Oh yeah.
When they go out looking, when they learn that everything about you is on a transaction, okay, and then they find out about Dandelion, and then they do just a little research. I mean, dude, you don't know how many people in crypto I've met who didn't understand DigiByte, and which was all right. That's cool. Look, I'll rock with you. Go back and forth. At these different events. That's like you were asking me for a photo before this, and I sent you a photo of
You and Laura Taylor.
right. It sent you a photo of Miss Laura Taylor and myself. That was when I went and worked a booth in Texas
Yeah, you were a
for a
little late with
Bitcoin
that
events.
photo. I had to scrounge up a photo off your YouTube.
But that was really cool. Sorry, I forget where we were
Yeah, no,
just
well, I
then.
mean, the whole thing about, I think people view security as not a big money maker, and really it's not. The faster the people wake up, and actually use the security to benefit ourselves, you're going to or you're going to have these outside entities trying to knock on your door saying, "Hey, let us in." You're like, no, not by the hair of my chin, chin, chin. You know, right? Like, what happened to that concept, man? What happened to security? What happened to, the big bad wolf coming down, blow your house down when you don't realize that your house is already blown down. They're in the enemy gates are flooded, and you don't even realize it. It's that serious, and security is super valuable. And at the current time right now, I think what DigiByte's got going on for it is it's open source. It's been built for everyone to use as a public utility, and all we have to do is use it. And yeah, I mean that's really valuable, especially when it's available. At minimal costs. You can build your wealth on this thing. You can use it to its max potential, and it's actually
Well,
continuously
I'm
being built.
curious of how to build on it. So but I've got too much going on right now to even be focused on that. Um, but there's a few things I'd like to learn how to do, just so that way maybe I could build what it is I'm looking to build. Because I've gone out there and looking for programmers and developers, and all I get is, well, how much do you pay? And it's like, what? How about I pay for a finished product? So, or at least a portion of it. At least let's get over this hurdle before this hurdle. I mean, so right now I took a step back from that so that way I could fix up my house, get everything ready to go. Um, so that way I'm free to travel the world, to do whatever the heck I want to do at all these different crypto events and all, and have a blast. But I just got so much going on, dude.
uh,
Then on top it off here recently, now I've gotten two different estimates on air conditioning. So because it's a duplex, now I'm about to be out another $24,000 for two air conditioner units. I mean, they're super loud. They're old. I mean, like I remember, I want to say Y2K.
wow.
So they're 21 years old. Right. So, and then R22. So I'm looking to go to a better Freon, like the R410. Not the mini split systems. That's just more stuff to break, in my opinion. But dual stage, all that kind of stuff, super quiet, low decibels, because I'm gonna have a hot tub right there, and I don't want clang every time a thing kicks off.
I think the main
or just runs.
I think
But
the main problem with our security today is they already infiltrated our household. I'm talking about just what they put their minds to make you believe, right? And it's a struggle. Like our households are open to the minds of many that are trying to control us, and that's a fact. Now, what I like about DigiByte is I can take that protocol, what's available right now, Digi-ID, right, and secure my own website, right, from my own business. And anybody that wants to use the website for my business has to use their Digi-ID login. Or I can also, if the banks don't want to play my game, I can use or Antim-ID and use a browser plugin and secure my authentication, my password using Antim-ID, and secure my login at my banks, right? So there's first of all we can do the hard integration with Digi-ID, right, on our own business model and protect us and the users, right? And then use Antim-ID for all the people that won't allow us or won't use our product, blockchain technology, to secure, their users, us. So the problem is they don't want us to figure out how to protect ourselves. They want to keep that, narrative kind of hazy,
Back door.
so they can have a back door. Yeah, it's pretty sickening. And once people wake up to that, it's going to be a revolution. Um, but any one of us right now that has a website can integrate Digi-ID on the website, and and go through a step by step, how to.
But aren't there like different things that won't allow a plug-in? So is
No,
that what you're saying? That then
no. So Digi-ID, you
we
have.
can use the other instead?
Yeah, if Coinbase doesn't, like say Coinbase, if they're selling cryptos, they're allowing us to trade it, but they don't use our technology for the website. They use Google two-factor authentication, and and then they warn you about phishing scams, right? So that's their that's how much they care about their users. But when they actually know there's Digi-ID, they can integrate Digi-ID for an option for the crypto users or for their clientele.
Right, but I'm saying like if I want to develop an app, if I want to develop an app and run that, it won't different people like, especially Apple. I mean, you can get anything passed with Google Play, but Apple is more stringent and more hoops to jump through and more BS really. So in that instant, anyway, side thought. I'm not ready to do that yet.
Well, I'm just saying everyone that has a website can integrate Digi-ID technology. They can secure their website with their users and make their users feel safer and secure. And it's free technology. They're not. I guess you can charge for it, but everybody that uses Digi-ID technology knows it's free. So that right there should be a smack in the face to the people that want to keep our the back door open, or our walls down, or our houses open, or our minds open to what they want to control us with. So I think it's like the population is super dumb, and they're just going by feelings and, oh, what's cool over here? Oh, this looks nice. And we are super dumb, and we're not taking full advantage of security in our own lives, especially when you're online.
Yeah, make sure you look what the other hand's doing.
Yeah. It's bad enough that, our neighbors, can call the cops on us if we're telling our sons and daughters to go to their room, how we treat our kids or train our kids. I've looked somebody in their eye. Don't ever tell me how to tell my son, or don't ever tell me
I
how
would
I
lose my
should
mind if
discipline my
I would
son.
lose my mind if I had a child in this day and age. I don't know how, but I never had a child. I don't know how.
I'm
But no,
sure they'll grow up to be great, Dave.
what's that?
I'm sure the child will grow up to be great. The child would have to be your eyes. So that right there is a whole nother um, fellowship that a lot of other children don't have to deal with. I mean, my dad's legally blind, so I do a lot more service for my dad. Me and my dad love each other, and we grew up together. We do a lot more things than you and your dad, because your dad is just constantly at work and manipulated to pay all these bills that are really high priced, and they're not in crypto. But me and my dad, we spend more time together, even though he's legally blind, but we're in crypto, so we're well off. Like, we spend more time together. We don't allow the outside world to affect our relationship. And I think that's what's going on business, institutionally, family. There's a huge infiltration, and they want the walls down. They want the back door open. They don't want us to get smart. And that's why they downplay Digi-ID or DigiByte technology, because they don't want people to catch on straight out. Like, once we figure out, or a person wakes up to, wait a minute, you mean I can solve my problems? You mean I can solve, for me, my identity being hacked or taken away from me or phished? Are you kidding me? Sign me up. But how often does that happen? About, maybe 2 or 3, 4 lives a week understand what DigiByte technology is about and the security. So That's a high number, about 2 to 4 a week. Pretty good. I mean, by that rate, just me and you that knows about DigiByte should be converting a lot more people than people that actually stumbling onto DigiByte technology and digibyte.org. If you go to digibyte.org and you're watching this comm talk with BlindDave and I, then you understand what we're talking about: security and the future of blockchain technology and why it should be so truly decentralized for the world. Because we have that enemy out there, and whether they know that they're the enemy or not, I don't like dumb people. I don't like stupid people. People play dumb. I'm not talking about physical dumb people. I'm talking about people that play dumb, and we know they're not physically dumb. And then there's stupid people that choose to be ignorant because they don't know better. I'm one of those stupid people that, you can't fix stupid, but it takes a process. It's a time. You gotta get into it. You gotta dig. You gotta look. You gotta tell your flesh, no, I'm going to freaking do it. I'm going to learn. Right? I mean, your flesh doesn't want you to learn about DigiByte technology. Are you kidding me? Your flesh wants to go to Six Flags or
repetition, but it's repetition. But at the same time, I don't force things on those that I know and love. So, I try to share different things with those those close to me, and what they do is what they do. I'm not your broker. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your attorney. I'm not your mommy or your daddy. You got to learn how to do it. Just practice in small amounts, and just dollar cost average over time, and you'll do well. So
yeah, a lot of people have to learn how to break away. I think we can only talk about it and get rejected so many times, but we'll still talk about it. But it's like ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, as the old saying goes in the Matrix movie. It really is. I mean, if you really want to think about it, except, how far are you going to get with that? You're not always going to get what you want. Eventually, these people are going to come down a path where they're going to meet confrontation with the system that they believed in this whole time. And then,
right, but then they hide behind other things that are just I mean, how many times have they predicted the end of the world now, and everyone should be in gold? So I mean, it's getting old, dude. It's getting old.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I mean, look, own gold. Look, own gold. But good luck to you once you hit the border. Good luck to you. Civil asset forfeiture. You're not allowed to cross any border with more than 10,000. But look, good luck to you, even if you got 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Because even if a cop stops you out on the street and then wants to call civil asset forfeiture because you got $5,000 in cash, no one holds that kind of cash. So, but yet, if you go to the border with $10,000 worth of gold, say face value of $50 gold coins, right? And you can go to the border with $10,000 of face value of the coin, not gold value. Yeah, you'll get it back in $100 bills.
That's kind of scary.
So with crypto, I memorized a couple words, whatever. Look, I mean, whether that be on, this exchange, that exchange, this wallet, that wallet, this other wallet, I can go anywhere in the world and not have my net worth stolen from me. I can travel at will. So, and then they can't play civil asset forfeiture games. So, they tried doing that with so many people. Antonopoulos, the other dude, Bozak. He was harassed at airports and everything else. So it's just been. And then I absolutely love Antonopoulos in this. He told the officials that that it is stored on the blockchain. He doesn't have it. There was nothing they could do at that point.
Yeah.
So, and it's totally true.
Yeah, they
So,
try to shake down
you
people
know,
that know they're in crypto.
it's just, what's that?
They try to shake down people that know that they're in crypto. Yeah, I mean, sad. It's true though.
Right. And like people that I know who know me personally, who have seen one or two things, it's like I'm trying to explain to them, look, I don't walk around with this on my cell phone. Okay. That's stupid. Don't do that.
Yeah.
A few dollars here and there, no problem. Transfer that stuff to a cold wallet.
Yeah, and
So
I think like centralized services that are trying to serve people crypto to break the middle ground to make it user friendly is like I'm telling you, if you don't have that security, I think they're underserving the people what the blockchain technology really is and how you use it. They're underserving the people by excluding them from their keys, not your crypto, excluding them from the experience of peer-to-peer transaction, excluding them from security like Digi-ID login, passwordless authentication, no more remembering passwords. I think they're underserving the people, but in the name of we need to get them to use it. We need to get more adoption, spreading awareness. And I believe in awareness. I believe in adoption. I believe in, you know, you know, education, but don't take the tools that we know and love and don't water those things down because what you're doing is giving centralized power more power over something that we were trying to protect. Why are we leaving centralized entities trying to further this ecosystem and not holding them
they're they're
accountable?
they're trying to play catch up. They're trying to play catch up, and they're just offering derivatives. And like you said, people are stupid. Until the next what is it? The app that just had a bunch of issues. Shoot, kind of
I
like
know recently was Voyager like a month ago.
Robinhood, like another Robinhood event.
Oh man, Robin
Something
had some issues.
happens,
Yeah.
they're going to want to know, why can I not get it? Why? Where is it? Why? I thought this was on a blockchain. Oh, this is just a derivative. Yeah, yeah. It's the perceived cash value. That's it. That's it. You're just trading digits on a screen. You're not
Yeah, it's
holding
just
the
like having a
actual
bank
assets.
account. That's the only advantage you have is you're upping the banks for digital cash. You're not actually taking your own value and putting it in crypto, and have that experience at hand where you're the sole proprietor of your wealth. That's what's appealing to me is like being in control, not having to trust a system but a code. Now, it's a slow process. I get it. I guess I understand. People are like, listen, they have to get it somehow, but don't take away the advantages. That's the thing. That's why I'm so against centralized systems is because they'll bring things that appear to be crypto, but they'll never give the full experience. And now they're gatekeepers. And those are the same gatekeepers, okay, that want our walls in our own household down to infiltrate us in our thinking, our way of life, where should we work, how much we get paid. This is a problem. And, crypto does bring a whole level of freedom no matter what country you're in. It's just every country has their own issues. But I mean, shoot, Dave, I'm running out of time here. Um, how about this? Is there anything you want to talk about and let the people know, the whole DigiByte community? Because we're going to tweet this, and I guess people are sleeping because we have about 3 or 4 regulars here right now. But we're going to get this message out. Is there anything else you want to talk about? maybe something on your mind you were working on, hashing over that all the stuff that you do over there that legally blind, you're getting a lot of things done over there.
Well, I got a lot of things going on in my mind on the background. I mean, look,
Yeah.
just, grabbing a sheet of sheetrock and throwing it up, or, just digging through the mud, finding rocks, going through all the rubble. I mean, yeah, it's labor intensive, but yeah, it's, my mind is, on, okay, so I've got the trust, right?
Yeah.
Now I can then file a 501c3 and LLCs underneath the umbrella of the trust. No problem, no issue.
Okay.
So what I've been thinking of is a 501c3 idea for a while now, but it's to help others. So I've said it a few times. Many people know what I'm referring to, so I'm not going to go in depth here
Well, who are you
on
trying
it.
to help?
The disabled.
Okay. Yeah.
So there are a few things in there that I'm wanting to do using crypto. So that's where I was getting at, where I want to learn how to do other things. Then the other thing that's going on in my mind, which you were referring to, was the other video that I did, the where I drew out the system that I see
Yeah.
going down right now before us. So what's in the back of my mind right now is the SEC versus XRP. That's more than just XRP. That's like all of crypto. Is on the hook right now. And so regardless what crypto you're in, you should support XRP in this court case. We need clarification. We need definitions. We need that to move forward. So that way, then it's not a cash grab by the SEC every damn time. And then we have a little more freedom to know what in the hell we can do. So, or where we have to move to begin something. So
No,
it's
I
kind of a
understand the
big deal.
frustration.
It's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. I mean, you can love them or hate them, XRP. It is kind of a big deal. And when you said, the SEC creating a cash grab anytime, any given Sunday, just because they can, it's literally what's happening. Like,
yeah, based on a law from what, 1949?
right.
So, I mean, really?
Right. But even then, like, they'll make up stuff. They'll make up stuff. They'll wait until you're rich and then come after you, which is
right. But 7 years after the fact, that's. But anyway, what's going down right now? I don't think that the SEC has a case. I think that Ripple will win, and I'm for Ripple in this because of the overreach of the government, the SEC, prohibiting crypto from working, the interoperability of other things together. So that's what's being hindered here. That, and then the convertibility of crypto into whichever currency that you wish and whichever checking account you wish. That, I think, is going to open the floodgates. So, look, rock the house, yo.
Yeah, they're definitely rocking the house, man.
But I mean, they have the attorneys, and what is it? How much is created of XRP to then for them to spend? Okay, as like a slush fund or whatnot, and then that gets put back into some pool. Okay, so they have the attorneys. They have the oomph to get this done. Whereas like Reggie Middleton, that sort of stuff, the small dude, Ken, how are they going to fight it? so the clarifications and different things that are going to come from this, I think, will benefit crypto as a whole, not just XRP. I'm not a maximalist of any, which I'm for what works. That's it.
Right.
So, but nah, dude, I got so much on my mind that, let's see, that's good enough, dude. Those two things right there. I mean, the other thing I would like to do is I would like to experiment with different other softwares for, like, say, I caught something of this of StreamYard, so I'm not familiar with that. So I want to dive into that. Maybe have a little fun with this, come out, say a few things here or there, see where things go, have a little fun. And then get to travel different events, maybe interviews between friends, that sort of stuff. From other coins, other events that I go to. So
yeah,
but that's something else I'm interested in.
utilize
Right now, with all the construction, though, I've got all the servers and everything else all packed up and put away because I can't have stuff running like that with all the drywall dust and everything else in the house. It's just crazy right now.
Well, when are you
Every
gonna
room is a construction zone.
when are you going to get done?
What's that?
When are you going to get
Estimates right now are 2 months. But I mean, here again, what is done? So it is a lot still to go on here.
done? Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you were on the show, and we talked about some really important things. So, guys, if you're just now catching up with this talk show, you might want to rewind it and get to know BlindDave. Where can we see you on your channels? What's your channels?
On YouTube, I'm BlindDave Crypto,
BlindDave.
and on Twitter, I'm at BlindDave2. I guess there was a 1. It wasn't me. So whatever.
Okay.
I was just trying to figure Twitter out. I was just trying to figure it out, and I'm just like, okay, BlindDave1, no, BlindDave2, okay. But anyway.
There's a BlindDave, then there's a BlindDave1, and now you're BlindDave2. So that's 3.
So, and let's see. I started an Instagram, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing there. I don't understand it, the posts and whatnot, and so I haven't really dove into it. But I created an account there as well as BlindDave on Instagram.
Okay, man. Well, I know I'm following you on 2 of the platforms, your YouTube channel and Twitter. I don't ever play with Instagram. Never have. Probably never will. But hey, man, I'm glad that you're on the show and we were able to just, talk some more. It's always been great to have you on the show.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Well, hopefully here in the future, maybe you can show me a few things of how you do your little setup. That I think that's cool. I want to learn how to do this.
Yeah, there's several things. There's several things you have to do StreamYard. First of all, you have to pay for it, and then there's things that you have to know in order to upload images and stuff like that on StreamYard. So yeah, and another thing is, I do it for being able to talk to people. Otherwise, I can just do my own. I can just record on YouTube and just talk to people. But
right, and for me, that's kind of getting a little old. I'd like to reach out and have other people on. Just whether that's a straight newbie that has a ton of questions of crypto, just for other people to hear, stuff like that. And then I want to learn other things like screen share and whatnot. So many other people in crypto have a YouTube channel, and you never get to see their face. It's always like just the computer screen to, I guess, alt tab back and forth between
Well, I can
screens.
check that. See, I can just go like this, computer screen. I know you probably can't see that, but I basically just blew myself up, and it was, or I can go screen share just my screen, you know. But yeah, I mean, this is a good tool. Uh, there's other services too that are a little bit more technical, but where you can have your picture and then your computer screen. So yeah, I mean,
Right, because some things I want to go through and navigate through for some other people who may be new and whatnot. And like I said, somebody who doesn't know the first thing about crypto, fire at will, just go. Whether, I mean, just my cousin, just a cousin of mine doesn't know the first thing about crypto, doesn't want to know it, but, and then wants to throw things out, but then to have a debate or a discussion on that to explain either what they're missing or what they're uninformed of. So, and then how to get them to navigate different things. So, because I mean, dude, no wife, no kids, I don't want to leave this stuff to the cat,
right.
or leave it on the blockchain forever for, no one to claim.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it's a concern of mine.
This is a browser server, so you have to just look them up on their website, purchase the grand finale or the $25 a month thing, and you'll have pretty much HD service. And then just keep that window up on your tabs, your pinned icons, and then it'll give you a step by step of how to do it. You can also YouTube it and figure it out too. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have to do that.
yeah.
But like I said, it's just right now, man. For being retired, dude, I ain't worked like this in a long time. And it would just drive me absolutely batshit crazy right now if crypto did go nuts right now, because I'm stuck on this house. I can't pay people to work. They won't show up.
I know, right?
So I got to put my work boots on and get out there and do the best I can, and then just start irritating people to show up with some sand, dirt, and sod. That's all I've been waiting on for 4 weeks. 4 weeks, dude. Anyway, yeah, it's nuts.
Well, all right, man. I gotta go. It's late. I wish you well, brother. Be praying for you, and I'm glad you're here. You're my friend and all that. You have
Awesome, man.
any
Thank you.
troubles? You just
Cheers,
let me know. Cheers. any troubles? You just let me know, okay?
Awesome, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. Say goodbye.
All right.